So in this diagram, I simulate flow number 1 and 2. There are two switches. Every switch has two VLAN 10 and 20. One represent the IT department, other represent the HR department. The yellow color represent the VLAN 10, the blue color represent the VLAN 20. So I will show the configuration to VLAN brief. Then you can see the VLAN IT department related to port number 1 to 10, HR related to 11 to 20. So same configuration with the second flow switch. Same configuration. Now let's say VLAN 10 need to communicate with the VLAN 10. So what I am going to do, I am going to connect VLAN 10 related port. Let's say port number 10 I am connecting with the port number 10. So port number 10 related to the VLAN 10. So I can send traffic within the VLAN 10 upper flow to the flow number 1 to flow number 2. That is possible. But the thing is, till I cannot send traffic within the VLAN 20 in between two flows, that is not possible, right? So what I need to do for that, I need to get another cable. Let's say that is port number 20. I connect with the port number 20. Now you know port number 20 related to the VLAN 20. So we can send traffic from VLAN 20 flow number 2 to VLAN 20 in the flow number 1 using that cable. That is possible because now we use one cable for VLAN 10, one cable for the VLAN 20. That's fine. But the problem is, as I mentioned, if I have many VLAN, let's say I have 10 VLAN in the flow number 1, another 10 in the flow number 2. So I need to connect 10 cable. That is not possible. So we are not using that way. What we are going to do, we are going to connect two switches, let's say with the gig 01 with the gig 01. And now with the default configuration, you know, this port with the default configuration gig 01 related to VLAN 1. See, gig 01 related to the VLAN 1. So that means that can allow transfer VLAN 1 traffic only, right? So at that time VLAN 10 cannot communicate, VLAN 20 cannot communicate. Both are failed. Both communication fail. So now what I am going to do, I need to convert that port number gig 01 into switch port mode trunk. I need to configure that port as the trunk port, and I go to the second switch, first flow switch, and do the same configuration, switch port mode trunk. So now when I run the command show VLAN brief, I cannot find port number 1 with this output. I cannot find port number 1 with this output. The reason is now that is not related to any VLAN. Not related to VLAN 1, 10 or 20. It's trunk port. It's not visible here. The command is show interface trunk. It will show within your switch what is the trunk interface and the capability that allow us to transfer any VLAN number in between 1 to 1005 Now it's transferring 1, 10 and the 20. That's the idea. So that means now it should be able to communicate in between two floors, VLAN 10 with the VLAN 10, that is success. I'll show it again. 10 to 10, 20 to 20, that is success, because single cable using for that, that is the trunk. So that's the difference between access and the trunk link. Access link, the idea is access link allow only one VLAN traffic, but trunk link allow all the VLAN traffic. So in here I need to show another thing. So this is very important thing. So let's say I am sending VLAN 10 traffic to again VLAN 10 in between two different floors. If I analyze the traffic, if I go inside the packet, when you go to the inbound PDU details, by default this is the normal layer 2 header. With the layer 2 header you can find destination MAC, source MAC after the type, that is 14 byte field, right? So this is the normal header, destination MAC, source MAC and the type. But before it's entered to the trunk link, your switch need to do some modification for this header. So I go to the outbound PDU detail. Now you can see destination MAC, source MAC. Before the type, there is a field called TPID and TCI. So this is we called VLAN tag, because now we are going to use the common link to transfer VLAN 10 and 20. So within the link there should be a way to identify this traffic related to the VLAN 10, this traffic related to the VLAN 20. How it is identified? Using the small tag. So in here it says 0x, that means the representation with the hexadecimal A, that means that traffic related to the VLAN 10. Hexadecimal A means 10 with the decimal. So it's coming to this switch. Now this switch looking to header, it's seen that is related to the VLAN 10. So after that, no need that tag, remove it. This is the normal layer 2 header. So you can simulate same thing with the VLAN 20. So this is VLAN 20 communication. So switch receive the normal frame with the destination MAC, source MAC and the type, but it encapsulate VLAN ID. It's a hexadecimal 14. Hexadecimal 14 mean decimal 20. It say this is related to the VLAN 20. So the idea is that tag important within the trunk link, because trunk link is common link to all the VLAN. So we need to identify traffic whether this is related to the VLAN 10 or the 20. So the way is VLAN tag. I hope this will help you to understand the trunk link concept. Thank you very much.